Alrighty, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm very excited to look at a brand new game that Lock and Load Publishing was kind enough to send me over. And that, of course, is Glory and Empire First Victories Wellington versus Napoleon. And literally, I just did this video and forgot to have my microphone on after 45 minutes. So we're going to have a reverse unboxing. Probably the first ever reverse where we literally have everything out of the box and now we're going to put everything back in the box. So anyways, why am I interested in Glory and Empire First Victories, Wellington and Napoleon? Well, first of all, it's by a company I love and respect, Lock and Load Publishing. I have almost every one of their games. I love how they pre-round all their counters so you can just punch them out and get ready and play. I love the way they have spiral bound rule books. I love how they produce things. This is a quality, awesome product, first of all, by an awesome quality company. I'm not just saying that because they sent this to me. This is an evaluation copy, right? This game that they sent me has been sent to several people and then it's come to me and it's still in great shape. It's been used and abused and yet it still looks like it's in pristine condition, okay? So that's the first thing I want to let you guys know is this is a pre-release copy of the game. Everything you see here, it may or may not be included in the box. when the final production line hits. I'm assuming everything is pretty standard, but I don't know for sure exactly what is going to be included or not included from what I have to show you. I'm assuming everything, but just keep that in mind. If there's any changes, look in the comments section down below, because Devin or David or one of the Lock and Load people will post a comment and say, yes, this is final production and everything that's in the box. And they'll probably bitch and complain about how I did this all ass backwards because I'm dumb and I forgot to have my microphone on, and I literally spent 45 minutes talking to myself until someone probably in the chat said, "Hey, your mic's not on." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll start again. Thanks." So that's where we're at. If you wanted professionalness, you're not going to get it here. You're going to have to go to a different channel. I'm sure you can find some other channels that do things a little bit more professional. Here, we just have fun, right? That's what we're about. We're about having fun, hanging out, talking, and showing cool stuff. All right. So first of all, that was first of all why I'm interested in this product. Second of all, I own 600 board games currently, around 600. It's actually, I think, a little bit more than 600, but I own 600 board games. I literally own one Napoleon game. It's because I always felt like these Napoleonic series that have been produced and already out, and there's 20 games in this series and everything, are kind of, it's like I'm late to the party, right? I don't want to jump in on that when there's already 20 games, because if I buy one and I like it, then I'm going to want to buy all 20 of them, right? And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Well, this is a brand new game from a brand new system with a brand new company, Glory and Empires. And so I'm like, hey, I could get in on this, right? On the ground floor. And as this game expands and grows, I can expand and grow with it. So that's why I'm very excited about it, because I don't have any Napoleon games. The one that I have is Field Commander Napoleon, and it's a solo game. It's not a hex encounter, moving things around and fighting and battling on a map. That's just a solitaire game, right? It's not an official. I don't even count that as like a real game. So that's why I'm excited to look at this game. So again, because of what happened, we're having a reverse unboxing. So this is the one where you have everything on the table and you put it back in the box. Let's see if we can do that. Let's try. So again, this is pre-production, right? Is everything included that you're going to see? Probably, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to show you the contents of what came in the box, and if there's any adjustments to that, look for comments down below from either Devin, the OG, or David Heath, or somebody from Lock and Load that might update and say that I did something or misspoke or whatever. I don't know 100%. All I can do is show you what I got. That's all I can do. Show you what I got and hope that it's the same as what you're going to get. And I hope you can get it, because this is super cool. Third reason I'm super excited about this. We talked about two. One, it's Lock and Load, right? So I can literally punch my counters out and be playing in 10 minutes instead of spending 6 hours clipping counters. And the production and the quality, you'll see it. I'm just saying, you'll see it here in a second. Number two, I don't own Napoleonic games, so I want to find a series and a system that I can get involved with and grow with and expand with as the game goes through its history, and I can go with that. I don't want to jump in something that's already been out for 50 years already, or 20 years, or whatever. Third reason, right here, my friends. Boom. Right here. This is your solo assistance. We have these cards. There are 48 cards that give you a solo assistant for both of the different factions. So there's 48 different cards for each of the factions. I believe there's 48 for each. I'm not going to count them, but I believe that's what there is. But there's this different deck. I believe, I don't know. Is it by side? I know, again, There's the action cards. There's 48 action cards, and then there is some command cards, a bunch of those for red, blue. I'm going to call them red and blue, but we obviously know the blue is the Frenchies, and the red is the Brits, who, the Brits will go to war with anyone over anything. Ask the Belgians about that. So there is, you can see a ton of these cards. And 48 of them are action cards. We're gonna look at the rules. We're gonna find out how this is separated and find it all out. But I believe you're gonna set these up based upon the scenario and which side is the AI and stuff. But look at these cards. They look awesome, don't they? Ooh, sweet. All right. So we're gonna put those back in the box. A reverse unboxing. Who would have thought? All right. Before I put these back in the box, let's show you a close-up of the information here. Obviously, Lock and Load Publishing. Complexity is 6 out of 10. Solitaire suitability is 9 out of 10. Ages 12 and up, 1 to 2 players, 2 to 4 hours per time. You get a map, you get another map, you get a manual, a book, you get some player aids, some more player aids, some assistant cards, 80 of them, and 69 tarot data cards. All right, and that's what we see that comes in the box. All right, good. So, lots of cool stuff there. Look at that. We got images, overall commanders, division commanders, replacements. Oh, lovely. I just love this stuff. All right, so we're reverse unboxing. We're going to put everything back in the box as we go. Now, I will say that there is this, I believe this is like an expansion because it came, this did not come in the box. I believe this is like an expansion that you could order with the Kickstarter. This did not come in the box, and there's a little, I believe there's a map for this as well. That did not come in the box, so I don't know. I think that's something separate. I'm assuming that's something separate. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. All right. Then we have stacks and stacks of stuff, but we got more cards. We got the blue cards, the Frenchies, right? Here's all their different units, and this is for their 382nd E Regimente d'Infanterie de Liege. Right, and the different counters that go with that. There you go. Lots of great information. Boom. Lovely. They're all numbered. Looking good. And of course, the information, historic information about them on the back. This is raised in 1649 near Vrinden, Arcole, Egypt, Australit, Jena, Uvelin, Friedland, 4th Squadron raised in Portugal, Veramino converted to Lancers in 1811. There you go. What else could you possibly want to know about the 4th E Regimente de Dragoons? All right, so that's the blue faction or the Frenchies. Then we have the aggressors, the Brits. And I'm, say that with all love and respect for my good friend, Rough Swordsman, but the Brits are, I mean, if it wasn't for the Brits, we wouldn't have most of our wars and games to play. All right, again, I'm going to reiterate this. This game has been passed around and shipped to me by somebody else that did a review of it and looked at it and punched counters out and played it and did things with it. So this is not a shrink wrap copy that came off the ship and I'm going to look at it, right? So there's going to be counters that are not in the counter trays. There's going to be things that are not in place. So just keep that in mind. This is not a shrink wrap game. Okay, I said that once. I'm going to say it again because I don't want to comment down below that, oh my God, they can't even produce, the game's right. Everything's a mess and counters are falling out. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to smack you if you do that. Smack you. All right, here we go. We have sheets. We got setup sheets. Right? Nice. Look at these lovely looking counters, by the way. Lovely little counters. Now, are we are we going to put anything else in the bottom? Now here's the thing. These did also not come in the box. And there's 4 blue and 5 red. So I don't know if somebody that looked at these before me donated these, or if these would come in the box, because the back of the box did not list any dice. So I don't know if we're getting dice or not. If somebody else had donated these, but there's 5 red and 4 blue. But again, they weren't listed. So I don't know if dice actually came, or somebody that previewed this before me might have donated those. Let's see what else we have. We have some more setup sheets for Veramo. All right. And all your different counters. Lovely. Nice. Excellent. We have fire chart, your fire strength, your different modifiers, or different charts for different things. And then on the back, your terrain effects chart. Double-sided, hard, glossy. And what do we have here? We have our turn record track with event charts. We have our fire attack result track table. We have our Verumo turn track with random events, same thing. Okay, double-sided, nice. British artillery and the French artillery. All right. We have sequence of play. The weather, then in the command segment, we have the first player turn, which is going to do recovery, then fire, then artillery fire, then movement, then reserve segment, then the close combat segment. Then we're going to the second player turn, then the end of the turn sequence. And it's all outlined and detailed on this chart. Lovely. Very important stuff there. It is a great looking game, as Tim said. We have the train effect charts here. We have the reaction formation change disorder charts. We have the movement rates. We have the sequence of play, the move disorder check results charts, the miscellaneous movement point charts, stocking limit charts, and formation change charts. These will fit in there. And we have a literary card, double-sided. Oh, look at all the information on the counters. Just lovely. So your overall commander has all of these statistics. We have slash, command range efficiency, leader initiative, fire strength, combat strength, echelon, and morale. That's all in the leader. I'm sorry, your overall commander. Then your leaders are set up. Your cavalry have stuff, infantry, artillery, your size, companion, company or squadron, battalion or regiments. Okay. We have our morale states and the flow chart for those, determining what they're doing. Here is your artillery cones of fire. Cones of fire. Look at that. Oh, yeah, baby. We're going to look at that when we get the maps. Okay. All right, what do we have here? We have the Brigade Game Player Aid card. Change of front facing. Easy. Ordinary. Brigade Game Markers. Blue and pink. We have opening and closing the LOB. We have the professional deployment method, the Tiro's deployment method, the direct route method, and displaying the close combat column. Nice. All right. We have, again, counter sheets that people have already had and moved and got out and put in and out. So some of these counters may or may not, and as I just pick it up, I'm going to punch them out myself. It's not easy holding these sheets up. There you go. Let's take a closer look at them. These are all your admin counters. I'm going to try and not destroy those sheets. Looks like some of the pink ones have already fallen out. All right. Reverse. This is a reverse unboxing, my friends. Reverse unboxing. Okay. And you can see, obviously, some of these counters have already been punched out. Somebody's already played this game. They've already set it up. They've already had a game with it, right? So I'm just going to put those counters kind of over here. And we're going to just take a look at what these counter sheets look like. And you can just see they're just falling out the more I touch them. The more I touch them, there we go. All right. I had one that fell out on me, and I didn't want to lose it, so I had to dig it out from underneath the desk. All right. A lot of some admin counters, but you can see. And again, some more counters that somebody's already played with. Pre-rounded counters. Thick. Good quality. Right? How thick they are. These are thick. Nice thick counters. Okay. All right. I am going to donate one of my very special, the plastic bag. Yes, the very elusive and hard to find plastic bag. I'm willing to donate that just so I don't lose any of these counters that have accidentally fallen out. And I'm not going to go through and try and put them all back together. That's not going to happen. No. All right. So, here. I've donated my plastic bag, and I'm sure there's going to probably be another 100 that'll fall out as I do this, but that's okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got, oh, look at that. We got another one. See that? On the table. That's why I didn't want it to come up missing. I'm going to end up missing counters here. But again, this is I'm going to say this one more time. This is a pre-release copy that Lock and Load is sent to people to preview, to look at, to share, to try out. And then he shipped it to somebody, and then that person's done it, and now they've shipped it to me. So this is not a brand new game in the shrink. I didn't get the brand new one, right? I'm just getting the leftovers. Why I'm getting the leftovers, I don't know. Where I have to talk to David about that, but that's what I got was the leftovers. That's all I get is the leftovers. Everyone drink. That's right. All right. So please do not look at these and say, oh my God, the counters are falling out. That's just cheap quality. That's not it at all. This has already been played. It's already been used. What you should be taking out of this is look how good it looks after it's been in 3 other people's hands. That's crazy how good it is. All right. Back to what we're doing now. We got maps. We got maps and we have these things, which are, right? I'm going to move this over behind me, and we're going to look at the maps last because, yeah, I'm going to make you wait because that's just the way I am. We have 2 very thick spiral bound books. Spiral bounds, and you can see somebody's actually looked at this and separated some of the pages as they worked through it. We have all the information. This is basically the companion book. This is going to be your companion book. This is going to talk about introducing the terrain, the command, the special rules, the scenarios, which obviously is very important, the order of battle, the history, the biography, and the further readings. And somebody spent a lot of time developing all this. Holy cow, look at that. That's like literally it's like a week's worth of typing right there. Oh my God. Whew. Scenario 2 is Dalabore's main defense. Dalabore's main defense was formidable. The north slope, which the British would have to advance, were quite steep and covered with small pines and thickets. To add to the difficulty of the terrain, at the bottom of the position was the soft ground and the shallow stream. The meandering past Cambaria on its way to the sea. Because of the steepness of the slopes, there was no evidence that the British had difficulty firing upwards. Okay, there we go. Boom. Information. And more information. And history. And more history. And more history. Biographies. Oh my gosh. If you wanted to find out a lot about this, this is your chance. Oh my God. Oh my God. This brings me back to high school. Oh my God. Text. It's text. It's information. No. Okay. We're done with that. Let's move on. Whew. Let's get to the important thing. If we're going to read, we want to read the rules. The rules. Glory and Empire. Soldiers game. Wow. All right. So let's look at the broad spectrum. You have your game components, your terminology, your sequence of play, your command, your stacking, your units and formations, morale, movement, zones of control, line of sight, fire, close combat, reactions, terrain effect, and weather. Again, as all lock and load publishing do that. Spiral bound, I can literally change it to any page, read it, have it flat on my desk. I'm not trying to mess around with the books that are flying open. It's why they all don't do this, I guess they're just dumb, I guess. Right? And I can flip through and go, oh, I'm looking up that rule. What is that rule again? Oh, yeah, it's 5.3. Oh, boom, there it is. Look at that. Lovely. Movement. All right. Close combat. Reactions. Battalion game and brigade game. Introduction. Glory and Empire is a game series devoted to the grand tactical command, maneuver, and combat during the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic period. The player can cast in the role of the army leader, although the player must still move all the pieces with the chessboard. However, just as in chess there are limits as to how he may maneuver his pawns and knights. The game is designed for 2 or more players, but may be played solitaire. Alright, each game turn represents 20 minutes of game time. Each hex represents 125 meters of terrain. Infantry units represents battalions, half battalions, and companies. Cavalry units represents brigade and squadrons. Artillery units represents batteries, half batteries, and gun sections. There you go. Those of you that wanted to know, you now know. Don't say I didn't give you any information. 3 types of artillery: light foot, heavy foot, and horse. All right, and that just happened to randomly go to that page. All right, yep, looks good. Lots of information. Lovely. Great. And Zapparoo, back to the main page, and just like that. So that is the core rules. Great, a lot of information in there. It is obvious by the rule book and the companion book that whoever designed this knows exactly what the hell they're talking about and knows way more information than I know anything about. Holy crap. Bless me. Oh my gosh. All right, let's look at these maps. Shall we get the maps out? Before we have to get the maps out, we're going to find out how well our rule books fit into the Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We might actually get these back in. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? All right, now I'm moving this out of the way. All right, maps. There's obviously 2 maps. They are big, thick. They're, oh, I love the feel of these maps. They're not just paper. They're like that. It's got that like plastic covering on the paper. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the actual official format is, but it almost feels like these old canvas maps. Like that's what it feels like. I don't. Ooh, oh, I can just lay down on this. It feels so good. All right, boom. We got. There we go. I'm shooting you. I don't know if you can see me. Well, let's see. Boom. I can. Wait. No, I used the wrong one. I have to use this one. Wow. That's really cool. That's a really good idea, I guess. Right? Ooh. All right. Huh. That's cool. I like that idea. All right. And I think there's, oops, I just dropped one. I did. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones that came in the box. And I'm going to try not to lose any of those. There's different elevation levels. This is 0. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe? Right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes up to 8, actually. So I'm just wondering, am I missing? Or there might be some taller terrain somewhere else, but it looks like this is the tallest. So this is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. That was 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think somewhere around there. So you can definitely see high, low. Town of Toledo. This is Ohio? No, wait a minute. That can't be Ohio. There's Verimo over here. There's a bridge. There's a nice river. And we just talked. We just randomly read that. I am so good at this, right? I randomly read one of those sections in the book just a minute ago. And we're talking about how steep a climb it was for the Brits to come up the side of that hill. And look, we can see that. We can see that on the map. This is like, look at, you're going to go up. Look how steep it is right here. You're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, and just this little section right here. And that, I guess it goes from here all the way around. So that's a huge advantage if you're the French being up here on top of this ridge. And I don't know anything about this battle. I can honestly say I know 0 about anything Napoleonics, other than I've been to Paris. I saw all the uniforms in the War College. I saw Napoleon's tomb, which is super cool. And so I'm very interested in the history and the period and stuff. I just don't know anything about it because I've never really experienced it, right? So that's why I'm very interested in this game, because now I can experience some of it, right? All right, we got another map here. What is this map, you say? I don't know. Let's look. This map is smaller, which is nice. I like smaller maps. So it's turning around the right way there, Jester. Good. All right, here we go. Same thing. We go from level 0 up, or level 1 up to level 8. Oh, look at this hill. Again, very steep. You're going just 2 hexes. You're going up 1, 2, 3 terrain levels. So you're going from 0 up to 40-meter high. And obviously, when we come over here, this point right here is the highest. This must be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, geez. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Good Lord. We have Columbaria here. And what is up here? We have Rolaka. And then there's some information there. There's a nice streams, some bridges. All right. All right. And again, we do have this Glorian Empire Assault on the Western Ridge. This is not in the box. This is separate. So I don't know if this is like a Kickstarter goal or if this is an expansion pack that you could order. Let's read. Let's read the bag. Let's read the bag. We're going to bag opening here. We're doing a bag opening. All right. The Glorian Empire system is a fresh look at the grand tactical command, maneuver, and combat during the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic period. The system is focused on command, maneuver, and combat. It is designed to be fast-playing yet accurate and rich with detail. The system is a hex and counter game with a scale of 125 meters per hex. Units are battalion and companies of infantry, regiments and squadrons of cavalry, and companies of artillery. Each strength point is 100 men of infantry, 50 men and horses for cavalry, or 1 section, and 2 guns for artillery. This expansion adds a brand new, okay, here we go. This expansion adds a brand new 11 by 17 map and 2 new exciting new what-if scenarios. Scenario 1, attack on the Western Ridge. This is a what-if scenario covering a French assault on Wesley original position on the Western Ridge. Wellesley had assumed that Janot would attack his position directly from the south and deployed accordingly on the Western Ridge. Scenario 2, your plan. This scenario combines the Valamir and Western maps into a single playing area. It is a player's chance as the French player to try and ply the trade of being a general in charge of a battle. What will you do with these never-before seen battles? Again, complexity 5 out of 10, which is interesting because the original game is 6 out of 10, right? Am I not right? 2, 4, 6. I am right. Okay. I didn't think I was wrong. So this is only 5 out of 10. So maybe because it's smaller, maybe it's just less complex. The Brits are coming. Oh my God. The Brits are just close quarter battle. Waterloo. You have, let's see here. The Battle of Remo. August 21st, 1808. Okay. I bet you if you do a YouTube search, you can probably find lots of videos to maybe get some information that gets you some background history. British Hill. Change the Wesleyan summons General Hill random event to Hill seizes the initiative. The British player receives 1 extra attack order that must be given to General Hill. The British win the initiative for this random event. Unlike the random event on this chart, this event may occur anytime a 9 is rolled on the table. There you go. Stacking, special rules, scenario. There you go. There's your scenario. Deploy in these areas, these units. Okay. And there you go. There's the 1st, the 5th, the 3rd, The 8th, the 4th, the 12th, and the Tyrant. Tarrant. I bet you it's Tarrant. All right. And then, of course, that is the British setup. The French, I believe, are going to be somewhere else. I need to really learn some more of this stuff. Ah, look at this. 7th and the 6th artillery. And the TTT and the C over there. All right, so that is the, oops, don't get these confused now. This is the small 11 by 17 map that came in Assault of the Western Ridge. It is just a single-sided map. And it looks like you're just dealing with that ridge situation where the Brits are going to be up here on the ridge, on the hill. And the French are probably down here, and they're going to be coming up this way. And even though I don't know anything, I bet you that's how it plays out. All right, so we're going to put this, we're going to rebag this up because I don't want to mess this up. Forever I'm sending this to when I'm done with it. I just don't want to, I'm not going to do anything with that. So I'm not going to put that back in the box. We have, of course, our two maps that came in the base game. One's bigger, one's a little bit smaller. There is definitely some cool terrain. I will also say for 8 levels of terrain difference, this map is very readable. It's very understandable and very readable. Sometimes when you get a lot of level variations in your maps, it is so hard to keep track of what's at different levels and how far you're up the hill compared to me. I really think that this is very easy. Like literally 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. I can see that this is on level 4. And, I counted all the way up from level 8 to 7 to 6 to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. That's right. And, nice looking terrain. The nice 3D models. Let's zoom in a little bit. Good looking game. Nice looking game. I'll tell you that. That's one thing Lock and Load is never skimped out on, is giving you a game that is going to be good looking on the table and it's going to play really well. Again, I'm not just saying that because they sent me this preview copy. I'm saying it because look at all the games that we have by Lock and Load, and they all look the same. They all play the same way. They're great. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a good quality product from a good quality game and from a good quality company, and being able to literally, as we saw, like with the counters, to be able to get your game and like punch it out and have your counters just fall out and not have to counter clip them, not have to mess with them for hours and hours at a time. And I put everything in. Are you kidding me? I put him. No, I didn't. I did. I put him in all upside down. Are you kidding me? Hang on. I cannot have it where if I cannot look at the back, we're going to have to do this again. Good golly, Miss Molly. Alrighty, here we go. There we go. Lovely. Again, our nice counter sheet. The nice, I just cannot believe how much detail and information are in these books. It is, look at, and it's probably all important stuff, but here is, is this seriously? Is it? Let's look. Yes, it's an example of play. Oh my God. That is, I mean, every game should have an example of play, a decent example of play. And to see, oh, thank God. Because now I can literally set this up. I can literally go through without having to try and learn the game. I can set this scenario up and follow it. Oh my God. That is huge. And, you know, we might even try that if I can get those counters. I don't know. I think I will try to get some counters or at least look at some of the rules and stuff. But that is huge that they have example play. If you are like me, right? If you're like me and you are like, oh, I'm really trying to learn. Oh my God, are you putting this in upside down, Jester? What are you fucking doing? Do not put it in upside down. Thank you. I just got done yelling at the other guy for doing that. Now, this is an interesting problem because the map is technically too big to fit back in there. That's why I think it was bent over like that to fit in there. So I think that's how they're probably going to design them, right? And we, oops, wait a minute. We got to put our, let's go ahead and put these back in just so I can show everyone, yes, we can put it back. We can put everything back in the box. Let's just show everyone that we can do that. And by the way, someday I might get a copy of JU87 Stuka Ace as well. They're threatening to send me that one as well. And you know, it'd be kind of cool. I think I'm probably going to get Tony's copy when he's done. And he's having a lot of fun with it. So I told him, don't rush because I'm just getting this in. It's going to take me a while to deal with these guys and look at this game and read some of the rules and, you know, do all the stuff I need to do with this one. So I don't need that game yet. I don't need it. Soldiers game give players new to the era an introduction to foundational concepts of tactics and the horse and musket era, and the soldiers and battalion games that use the line, command, square formation, and skirmishers. Yes, I am so out of date for this stuff. This is what I need. I need an introductory game that teaches me these things because I literally have Wabatai, which I ended up buying, trying to think I could get into that game, and I can't. I cannot. It's way, I have no idea what they're talking about. So I'm really excited to get into a new game that I can learn with the example of play. Oh my God. And of course, don't forget Assault on the Western Ridge. Well, Canner Dice. Somebody donated. I don't know. Somebody donated. That's a look at first victories at Wellington versus Napoleon. Very excited, again, for all those reasons we talked about at the beginning. And this is the second time we did this video since the first time we forgot to turn the mic on, which really sucks, having to redo everything. But I had to take the other video down, so hopefully you won't see that one. Hopefully you'll just see this one. The good one, right? There you go. This box, oh my God, this is a heavy box. Lock and Load does not disappoint with the amount of content they put in their box. It's like, when you look at some of these other games and it's 90% air in their box and you're like, what are you thinking? You know, give me some stuff. Lock and Load, as you can see, they don't skimp on that stuff. It is definitely a beast. Definitely a beast. Again, nice maps. Some nice things there. We got a great companion book. I can't wait to read through those example of play, which I loved. You know that. Oh, and that's just hit the camera. We got the core rule book. We got all the player aids. We got all the counter sheets. And then, of course, the coup de grace. And that is French, by the way, I believe. The coup de grace of the whole thing. The thing that makes me the most excited is to making sure everything is lined up properly is this solo assistant and being able to play this solo, because I'm not going to have anyone that can play it with me, to be honest. I'm not going to have none of my friends would be interested in doing this, so I'm going to have to find a way to do it myself. And Soul Assistant with all these lovely cards. And they're not cheap quality cards. These are awesome tarot cards. Awesome. I love that. And then depending on, I believe these cards go in based upon who is in the fight. So you're going to add in those based upon the player. We'll look at these rules. We'll definitely look at these rules. If you have not ordered this game, as we talked about in the beginning, and I go back to screen one. We go back to screen one and stop the music. Late pages are on GameFound. Glory and Empire's first victories. We can actually turn this off. And one more time on the outro here, we're gonna go ahead and play the music, play the thing so you guys can see it from scratch. So you can see all the people that worked on this. Talking again, and we're not. There we go. Yeah, might as well. I forgot to click the button again. So that just shows you don't get out of your comfort zone. Don't get out of your comfort zone. Anyways, I'm really excited about this one because of all the things we talked about in the beginning. The fact that I don't know anything about this Napoleonic stuff, I've always been interested in it, and now I can actually have a game help teach and show me the ropes. I'm really excited and getting in at the ground level and growing and expanding as this series grows and expands. So I'm really looking forward to investing some time in Glory and Empire's first victories. Again, this copy is a pre-released copy that Lock and Load is sent to somebody and they send it to somebody. I might be the third or fourth or fifth person that's at this game. And that's why, some of the counters and stuff had fallen out. It's not because of any cheap quality or anything like that. It's just been used and looked at and taken in and out of the box like probably 25 times now. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, if anybody has any thoughts, comments, suggestions, questions, let me know down in the comments section down below. And we'll see you all real soon. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves and we'll see you all down the line.